What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best 92 overall team diamonds to add to your MUT 24 squad. Now, before we go over and break down the cards, a couple things to note. Number one, the content is not out at the time that I'm doing this video, so we're going based off of all of the attributes and everything we saw on the early reveal for this team diamond promo. Number two, these cards off the rip are going to be fairly expensive, and to be honest, they're not the most amazing cards in the world. I think EA kind of nerfs the stats on some of these cards because they know that people are putting them primarily on theme teams, which is going to give them +1 or +2 speed. Therefore, the speed on the cards doesn't feel as fast for that reason. Not saying that that's a good thing, but I think that's what EA does. I'm not a big fan of it, so always keep that in mind, of course. And also, speaking of theme teams, shout outs to Mutality over on Twitter. This is a full list of all of the team diamonds and every team chem that's associated with those players. So if you're building a theme team or looking for your favorite team, here are the players from the team diamond drop that will be getting a card, and the team chems that they will be getting as well. Also with abilities, like we got some information on the stream. I'm going to mention some abilities on some of these cards, but you never know, once they're in game, things could change. And once the content's out later this afternoon, we will be dropping a video going over all of the sets and everything you need to look for, packs, solos, all of that. And eventually, I think maybe the next day, we'll have a calculator that's going to give you help on basically assessing, calculating the cheapest routes, the cheapest ways to build out these team diamond sets instead of just buying them off the auction house, or seeing if it's better to just buy them off the auction house versus building the set. So with all that being said, let's go over the cards. I broke them down by position, and we're going to start with quarterback. We got two quarterbacks to choose from, and I'm going to name both of them because it's kind of based off of your play style and ability. So we have Fran Tarkenton, who's the faster of the two quarterbacks there, with 82 speed, which isn't amazing, but it's very usable. Like Dan Marino's got 70 something speed from what I remember off the top of my head, and I'm able to move around with him pretty well. So if you have good pocket presence, you should be okay with the 82 speed. 91 throw power, 92 short throw, 90 mid, 91 deep. The problem with this card, from what I could tell, is he doesn't get gunslinger. So I think really the only good ability is Hot Route Master, and neither him or Phillip Rivers, who is the other quarterback, are going to get set feet lead, unfortunately. The reason I'm putting Rivers on this list, again, 77 speed, so he's not going to be as fast, but he has a little bit better in the accuracies. The throw on the run is much better as well, and it's confirmed that he's going to get Gunslinger and Hot Route Master, which is going to be the better setup of the abilities there. Again, neither of them will get set feet lead. For my money, because these cards are probably going to be expensive, I'd pass on both of these as quarterbacks, but if you happen to need them for theme teams, go for it. There's two running backs to choose from. Doug Martin is definitely the better of the two. Le'Veon Bell, I think, only had 91 speed. Now, Bell does have better catching, but with Doug Martin, he's just a better overall running back, and most of you are probably, and if you're not, should be running gift wrap on your quarterback, which almost neutralizes or, you know, makes the catch rating on your running back irrelevant, because with that gift wrap ability, which is 1 AP, most running backs are going to catch the football, assuming it's not, you know, heavy traffic. So 92 speed for Doug Martin, 85 break tackle, 87 trucking. Again, the problem here is that there's a ton of 92 and even 91 speed running backs that are probably going to be much, much cheaper, that have a higher break tackle and a higher trucking and a good spin and juke move. So this is the better of the two running backs, but I just don't think it's that great of a card or nothing to go after unless you want it for a theme team. A handful of wide receivers to choose from. I narrowed it down to two. The first one is Steve Largent, the only 92 speed receiver of the bunch. He is only 5'11". He's going to make a better slot receiver. He does get slot apprentice for 2 AP, but everything else is really good on this card. 92 speed, short, mid, and deep route running, all 92. He's got good catch in traffic, spec catch. He's the best all-around receiver. Now, if you don't like shorter receivers, the best taller receiver is going to be Alshon Jeffrey. He stands at 6'3", only 91 speed. If you got him on a theme team, you can get it to 92 or 93 fairly easy. And now we're looking at somebody who has good route running across the board, award. Good catching, again, good speed with the boost there, and he's also much taller and, you know, can get those. He can jump up with that 92 jumping and probably get some better animations as far as catching goes. But a lot of really good receivers out there, so we'll have to pay attention to the pricing on both of these cards, and being that the Eagles right now have the best Steam team in the game, Elshon could end up being fairly expensive. 2 tight ends to choose from. This is probably one of my favorite cards out of the bunch. It's Jimmy Graham, mainly because he's 6'7". He's going to get slot apprentice or tight end apprentice, 2 AP each. You get to choose there, but a 6'7" tight end with 92 speed is very good. His run blocking stinks, but we don't really care about that because everything else is really good. Strength is going to be irrelevant as well. Great catching traffic, spec catch, and the route running is really good on this card. I think if I had to sit down and narrow it down to the top 5 cards, he's going to be in there as one of them. Really, really good looking card. A bunch of offensive linemen to choose from, but really loaded up at the right guard position. So I'm going to show you one at each position on the O-line. Some are here by default. Again, offensive line, to me, you're really overspending because you care about the overall at the top right of your screen. You can probably get the same production for offensive linemen with a lower OVR and lower attributes. Are going to be much, much cheaper. The difference between like this Joe Thomas and the free John Madden left tackle, or the Jordan Mailata that you can get from the Harvest Field Pass, which are both 89 overall cards. I promise you, if you put both of them in the game, or either of them in the game, and then compare them to what Joe Thomas does, you're just not going to see a big difference. So it's really just kind of a placebo thing when you're looking at these OVRs. But here is the Joe Thomas. Pretty good all around, right? 90s basically everywhere. Pass block, run block, strength, awareness. Very, very good card. Might be considered the best left tackle in the game, but do you really want to overspend on a position like that? Ruben Brown, I'm pretty sure, was the only left guard to choose from. 94 strength, 92 awareness, 91 pass block, and 93 run block. So another really good card. Kevin Glover, he wins by default at center. Just keep in mind you got free Jason Kelsey from the Season 2 Field Pass, free Kevin Mawai from the team captains. Do you really want to go out and spend on a center when you can get that position for free? 92 strength, 92 awareness, pass block at 92, and run block at 92. As I said, there was just a log jam of right guards. I think 4 of them in total. Bill Fralick wins. He's the best out of the 4 in my opinion. 93 strength, 92 awareness, 90 pass block, and 92 run block. And then at right tackle, there were 2 options to choose from. Lincoln Kennedy is the best one of the 2 at right tackle with 91 strength, 91 awareness, 93 pass block, and 93 run block. Pretty balanced there as well. So those are going to be your best cards on offense. On defense, 2 defensive ends to choose from. That Mario Williams card stinks. Julius Peppers is actually probably another one of my favorites out of the bunch here. 88 speed at defensive end with 91 finesse move and block shed, and then he adds an 87 power move. Tackle's pretty good. Acceleration's great for a guy with that speed. Like I said, probably top 5 of all the cards here. Only problem is, you know, with pass rushers, abilities aren't really working. So do you want to overspend for a guy who's really not going to have a huge impact unless you figured out something that the rest of the community has not? You know, you can get pressure from certain guys, but consistently it's pretty tough. A handful of outside linebackers to choose from, and they all weren't really good. Like, this is the best of the 3 or 4. It's Clay Matthews, 89 speed, 94 power move is a really good combination. Excel strength, tackle, play rec, all very good. The block shed stinks, so it's going to be a little bit tough for him to help and get those sheds against the run, but he does also add an 85 finesse move. And, you know, again, with outside linebackers, defensive ends, I'm not wasting any ability points on these cards. Geno Atkins wins the best defensive tackle award for Team Diamonds, mainly because he gets inside stuff. 80 speed, 93 block shed, really good there. I like the 89 power move, tackle, strength, play rec, all very good. But at the end of the day, inside stuff just makes defensive tackles way better, and Joe Klecko did not get that ability where Geno Atkins does. This Chuck Howley card's actually pretty good. He's going to get Lurk Artist for 1 AP. I mean, there's really good budget options out there at middle linebacker as well, but pretty good combination of speed with the 92 there. Zone coverage, 86 if you need to leave him in zone. You know, legend Luke Kuechly's got 90 zone, so you can, you know, take that information and use it if you want. 86 block shed, 92 hit power, 90 tackle. I just think he makes a good user. I think he's good against the run. I think he's good against the pass. And of course, lurk guard is really helps, but there's cheaper options out there at middle linebacker. I think 3 cornerbacks to choose from. We narrowed it down to 2, and really, they're super similar. So we have Ryan McNeil, who has 91 speed, 92 zone, 90 man coverage, press at 89, acceleration pretty good there at 93, agility, play rec 90. He's 6'2". Troy Vincent is your second best option, but I think if you put these 2 cards side by side, they're pretty similar. Troy has 91 speed, 91 man, 91 zone. His press is +1 at 89. His jumping is -4 at 84. I don't really think that makes a huge difference, but you do add in that McNeil's 6'2" with better jumping, Troy Vincent 6'1" with less jumping. That's like one thing to keep in mind. So I would give McNeil the slight nod over Troy Vincent, but both of them solid cards. It really depends on their price if they're going to be worth it when there's so many other 92 and 93 speed cornerbacks out there. The only strong safety is Donovan Darius, but he's a pretty good card, and he went to Syracuse, so he was going to be in this video. I already had to leave off Keith Bullock, so Donovan Darius gets in there. 6'2", 92 speed, 90 hit power, 92 zone, 88 man. You boost that man up with the strategy item. You can almost get that to, you can definitely get it to 91. I don't think you can get it up to 92, but this is a card I think I'm going to have to add on the team. I really like this one. I think he would make a good sub linebacker / user as well because of the height and the speed, but overall good. And then we went like, you know, a month with barely any free safeties to choose from. And over the last month, they've given us a bunch, plus they gave us like 3 or 4 to choose from the Team Diamond group here. And Merton Hanks is going to be the best one. He's 6'2", so he's taller than the other free safeties. His hit power stinks, but he's a free safety at the end of the day. He's going to be more of a ball hawk, a lurker. 92 speed, 94 zone is really good. Again, with strategy items, you can get that man at 90 plus as well. And I really like the play rec, excel, pursue. You just have to keep in mind that he's not going to be reliable stopping the run. He's not going to be the greatest tackler, but if you just really want a ball hawk, a guy that's going to go out there and get interceptions for you with pick artists, of course, equipped there, he's going to be your best bet. And there you have it. Those are the best 92 overall Team Diamonds to go after once the content goes live. Let me know down below in the comment section who you plan on picking up. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.